What are the pros and cons of doing non-surgical facelifts? If you pay attention to social media at all, you know that there are many options now for non-surgical ways to improve your tone of your skin in your neck and your face, to lift your eyebrows, lift your cheeks. So we often see these patients after they've performed these procedures when it's time to do a facelift. The options that we see today that can give you a non-surgical improvement of your face include fillers, thread lifts, radiofrequency tightening, ultrasound tightening. There are many different ways that you can tighten the neck, and eventually you will probably get to a point where you realize it's not enough to give you the kind of result you're looking for. The problem at that point is if you've done several of these procedures, it can make doing a facelift very complicated and risky. We often have gone in these days and found that people may have forgotten to mention that they had several other non-surgical procedures such as radiofrequency, L-therapy, Sculptra. Some of the synthetic fillers can cause a lot of scarring underneath the skin. Even the non-synthetic fillers can cause some problems. But for the most part, it's when we see the heat-induced treatments, for example, the skin tightening things, as well as the kinds of fillers that cause a scarring reaction under the skin, that make doing a facelift very difficult. It often is better to consider saving your money and saving up for a facelift. If you're at the point where you're pretty close to needing a facelift anyway, it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend money doing things that are going to make it almost impossible to get a safe and ideal facelift. Just something to think about. We do offer some non-surgical things, but we do use them judiciously, and we caution patients as to what the potential downside would be in the future.